So, I'm 58 years old and I was thinking about my retirement, and I was thinking, would it be possible to retire on Bitcoin? So I found this compound interest calculator. So I'm doing this based on, so my assumption is I have no pension income whatsoever. I want to retire. How much Bitcoin, how many Bitcoins, or what percentage of a Bitcoin would I need to be able to retire? Let's say I'm 58 now, so let's say to be able to retire in 4 years time, so when I'm 62. And I found this really interesting compound interest calculator. So it's really straightforward. So what you do here is you put in your initial investment. So the price of Bitcoin today is $67,000. So I added that in there. You can then add the interest rate. So in our case, this would be the percentage amount that we expect Bitcoin to increase year on year. So that'd be the CAGR, compound annual growth rate. And I've put in here this first one. I've done a really conservative 10%. I've set the years to 5 and clicked on this green button here which says calculate, and these are the numbers that it came up with. So looking at this, I start with the initial balance of 67,000. Over the course of 5 years, I would have earned $43,275. And at the end of 5 years, my $67,000 investment in Bitcoin would be now worth $110,000. I know most people expect this to be far higher, but for the purpose of this, I thought I'd give it a go. So would I be able to retire on this? So let's presume I let it run for 5 years. So that would actually take me to the age of 63. So I can then take this, because it's now 5 years later, and I can add it into here, because now my Bitcoin is theoretically worth 110,000. So, and now let's see if I can live on this for 10 years. So if I put in here now 10 years, we'll keep the interest rate at 10%, but this time we'll withdraw some money. So how much do I think I will need per month to live on when I retire? Let's say $3,000 a month. I'm not going to be doing a lot. And hit calculate, and let's see what we've got. Oh, well, actually, this is not bad at all, because you can see that we started with 110,000. Just a moment, I made a mistake. It should be monthly and not yearly. So there. Now recalculate. Not enough to retire on, because as you can see, we started with 110,000. We've actually overspent. The reason that we've overspent is because I've been taking out 3,000 a month. And actually, I'm down on this calculation. I would be down $316,000. So can't really retire on Bitcoin at all if the growth rate is going to be 10% per year. So let's start again. Let's try this again. So we'll start with our 67,000. Now, Michael Saylor, as you probably know, a very famous chap, he thinks that a very fair percentage increase rate for Bitcoin is 25% a year. That's what he sees as a very conservative estimate. I mean, in the last year alone, Bitcoin has gone up 100%. Of course, Bitcoin can also have years where it drops 70%. But let's say that Michael Saylor is correct. And for the next 10 years, we can expect 25% increase. So I can add now into here 25%. We start with 5 years because I want to retire in 5 years' time. And for the next 5 years, I'm not going to be withdrawing anything. We're just going to be seeing if we can let our Bitcoin grow. So now we do the calculation. And as you can see, my $67,000 Bitcoin has now grown into a $230,000 Bitcoin. And you know, if I think about it, I think that feels about right. If I think, what price is Bitcoin going to be 5 years from now? So that would be another. So we're expecting obviously a bull run next year. 4 years would be the next. This seems to me a very fair number. So I think we're in the realms of reality here. So now I want to see is, can I live on 230,000? Because we've let it run for 5 years. It's grown from 67, what it is today, to 230,000, which it will projected to be in 5 years' time. And I want to see, can I live on my Bitcoin for over a period of 10 years? So I'm going to add in so I'm wanting to withdraw $3,000 a month. So just to recap here, we're starting with 230,000. We're saying that Bitcoin is going to continue to grow year on year by 25%. We're going to let this run for 10 years, which would take me to the age of, 75. And I'm going to withdraw every single month. I'm going to withdraw $3,000 from the pot. So let's see, can I live on this? And that is very surprising, don't you think? So we started with 230,000. If Bitcoin were to grow at 25% for the following 10 years, so that would be 15 years from now, we would have earned 1,304,000, and our investment value would be 1,170,000. So this is what we would actually have left over, even if we take out $3,000 a month. As you can see down here, it shows here that the yearly breakdown. So every single month we've taken, every single year we've taken out $36,000. This is the interest that we've earned on the Bitcoin that's been left. You can see here, we start with 230,000, which is and then the 36,000 is taken off. But we've earned interest, and at the bottom of the line. So in this model, if Bitcoin grows by 25% per year, and I had one Bitcoin today, and I just let that grow, and then in 5 years' time, I basically just did nothing, kept it as it was, but then started taking out $3,000 a month. At the end of the following 10 years, I would still have over $1 million in Bitcoin. And to be fair, this basically says that the price of a Bitcoin in 15 years' time is going to be somewhere around $1.5 million. 15 years to grow to 1 point. So that would be from here. That would be like let's have a look. With 70, 10x would be 700,000. So it's like a 20x from here. Can Bitcoin go up 20 times from the price that it currently has? From the price that it currently is? I think it's possible. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you want to check out this for yourself, it's called thecalculatorsite.com, and you need to go to the compound interest calculator. I found that really interesting. I hope you did. And I'm just starting the channel, so if you'd like to watch some other videos from me, hit subscribe, press the like button, and please leave a comment. What did you think? Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's really possible to retire on just one Bitcoin in 5 years' time? I mean, it sounds incredible, but if you do the maths, it does look as though it's possible. So let me know what you think, and I look forward to making more videos. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.